Well, everybody, it happened. We hit a tree, damaged our RV. So, fortunately, it wasn't a bad hit. We were driving along in Michigan and heard a boom. And we looked up and we had a low branch that we just didn't notice. We thought we'd clear it. But it hit the top of our MaxxAir cover for one of our vents and shattered it. So in this episode, you're going to see me replacing that thing. It's a pretty easy job, but you'll see that it turned into kind of a little longer job than we planned because of a variety of things. But stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, what you doing up here? I'm coming up here to fix a MaxxAir vent. I guess you guys anticipated I was going to come up here to do this. So let me show you how simple this job is. So why am I having to replace this? Well, several months ago, and here's the damage, we hit a tree somewhere in Michigan. Fortunately, it didn't do any other damage, but it did a little bit of work on this MaxxAir cover. It's a simple replacement. I waited several months to order the parts because back then, because of shortage of everything, they were wanting $150, $180 for one, which is ridiculous. As we all know, they're $45, $50. So I waited, and sure enough, they came back down to normal price. I think the one I'm going to replace it with is $50. So Joanne's unboxing it right now. While she's doing that, I'm going to get ready to fix this one or take this one off. And then while I'm doing it, I'm just going to go ahead and clean the vents while I'm at it. So, which is a pretty simple job. The only thing you got to be careful of when you're washing or cleaning the inside of the vents is you don't hit that water sensor, the rain sensor, which will automatically close it on you as you're cleaning things. So you got to be careful with that. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you do is to remove these clips. I already removed the front one, but you just take it like this and pull it off. It's that simple. To the next one. Oh, they have hinges on this one, or lock screws on there. Didn't realize that. So you can lift it up, but you can't take it off. We got to unscrew these. So let me get the tools and let's get that done. Okay, yes, this is too big of a adjustable pliers, but that's all Joe could find out of the box. So my other one, I don't know where it went. But we'll just pull these off. And pull the old one off. So as you see, it's quite dirty. On there so it doesn't blow away. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Hey Joe? Can you go ahead and open the vent, please? There we go. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. You don't want to get that wet while you're cleaning in here, or it's going to close on you. So what I do is I take the towel and just kind of wet it up and go ahead and clean. While I'm up here, I'm going to inspect the caulking all the way around, and it looks really good. I don't see anything around there. Hey Joe, you can go ahead and close that vent now. So wait for her to close it. Oh, I see you. Hi. Hi. Close her up. Thank you. Okay. Much cleaner. As I said, we'll inspect everywhere around it. It looks pretty good. Yep, it looks really good. So now we just reverse the process and put it all back on. It's really that simple to replace these vents. Let me go ahead and exchange this broken one with Joanne. She's got the good one down below, and we'll put it on. Okay, so we got a bit of a dilemma. The new cover looks the same. It's kind of the same height. However, it's narrower. So here's the old one, and there's the new one. They look the same, but when you put, see if I can show this here. Just listed on top. You can see on the side there, it's narrower, about a ½ inch narrower than the original one. So when you look at these brackets, there's the original one, and you see the new one brings it in ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch on both sides. I don't know if you can see that there, but so I'm going to have to mount the new brackets on. Not a big deal. We brought the drill up, so let's go ahead and take those off and mount them. So this job, by the way, like all RV jobs, always turn into a bigger project than you originally planned. I thought this was a 5-minute job. Now we're looking at like it's going to be about a 30-minute job all total. Still not so bad. Wait a minute. Looks like these original tabs fit. Yes, they fit exactly. Look at that. Slides right on. I broke the camera mount. Yep. I don't want to talk about it. Hey Joe, you can close it now. I got it. All right, and you see how those went in? Okay, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Didn't have to put the new brackets on, just took the old ones off. And it fits perfectly on the original mounts. So my guess is the dealer had these lying around when I asked them to put them on, and they didn't fit, so they put these extension brackets on. No big deal. it all worked good, worked fine. But now we have the new MaxxAir covers on and got the vent cleaned in the process. So we're all good. So I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I'm going to go ahead and clean the other vent while I'm up here. And that's it for this how-to with Jeff. So as you see, this was a very simple job. Didn't take very long, although it did take longer than we planned, simply because the vent cover that we got was smaller than the original one that was put on by the dealer. But it was easy to fix. Couple tips when you're doing any repairs on your roof: get yourself a bag or a backpack. As you saw, that little black bag there. You put all your tools and all the things you think you're going to need in there. Throw it over your shoulder when you climb the steps. You don't want to have things in your hands when you're climbing the stairs. In addition to that, I also took up a little string and tied it to the ladder, and I should have showed that in the video. So when I was ready to go, I took everything, tied it up in the bag, and just dropped it down off the roof, and then I was able to climb down with free hands. So just a little safety tip as you're working on the top of your rig. Don't forget to hit that little like button, subscribe, and ring that little bell to let you know when I'm releasing another video. But before we go, I want to talk to you about comments and sharing. I'd like to do an experiment. If all of you would do me a huge favor, it's not going to cost you anything. When you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and share it as well. I'd like to see what happens with the YouTube algorithms if all of you just share it with anybody. Share it with your mother, your brother, your father, your husband, your wife, your kids. I don't care who. Just share it. And I'd like to see what happens with the algorithm if we have everybody sharing a video. So it would do me a big favor. Just do that. I appreciate it. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know in the next video or this one after that what happens after this little experiment. But anybody who was watching this, just go ahead and share it once from YouTube. In addition, if you'd like to help us out a little bit more, you'll notice there's a little join button right next to the subscribe button. Go ahead and click that if you'd like to help out our channel. We really appreciate it. Well, that's it for this episode. We really appreciate you tuning in. And don't forget to leave your comments below. Go ahead and make it a great bucket list day. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.